Okay, like guys, welcome to the Leatt press conference. We'll just go through the 2024 season of HESA, which was a really great success for the first season is held. So, big up. Let's start off with Will and Trav, just to give us a rundown. They were the face of HESA and partnered with different guys across the country to bring us a great series. Will, over to you.
Yeah, so we super chuffed with how the whole season turned out. Yeah, we had great sponsors on board. We had tighter sponsors for everything. So without them, it wouldn't have been possible, as well as, a whole bunch of other sponsors and obviously all the riders that supported us. We're really grateful and the guys all loved it. We haven't got any complaints really. So we're happy about that. So next year we got big ideas but we're going to keep it simple and keep the racing good. So we're happy.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everyone for the support over the year, especially the sponsors. I think that's the most important thing. Without them, we wouldn't have the series going. And especially being the first year, they believed in us. And I think from now on, it's going to be really successful. Also thanks to my partner, William. It's been a stressful year, but also fun. We've learned a lot, and especially Lofa Club, thanks for believing in us and running a successful series with us. And looking forward. The dates have been secured for next year, and from now on in the next few weeks you'll find out where those races are going to be. And let's make South Africa hard enduro bigger and better every year. Just keep driving it until harvest begin this year.
Thanks, Will and Trav. And then over to Andrew, just to give us his input. He was one of the supporters throughout the year and really invested into the series. So big thanks to Andrew. And if we can just hear from Andrew as a supporter, his feedback.
It was, I think the event was such a success. Vibe was awesome. I think we need to say thanks to the guys, Joe, Justin, and Calvin, for all those folks every day they've been marking this route. And yes, I said this morning some of the markers disappeared. This morning they went out quickly and marked the route, redid the route again. Without people like this, I don't think this event wouldn't have happened. And I think hopefully for next year, this will happen every year, the calendar. Thanks for coming through, guys.
Thanks, Andrew. Then moving over to the riders, we'll start off with Molisi. Molisi, how was bronze for you, and how was your first introduction into hard enduro?
Bronze was proper, but had a few technical issues during the round.
And your year in general, how did you find the year in general?
I think this is the most I've ever trained this year.
And as a newcomer, are you aiming for silver in how many years?
The year hasn't ended, so I'm aiming if I can get my training up next year.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in the class up. Then moving over to the old bookie, William. William, he always herds the boys in and just get some feedback from the old bullet to see how he enjoyed the series.
This was a good track today, a real tester. And you had to have some skills, so well done. People really pulled off a good track here. I mean, we ride wet clay and steps and all of that type of thing, but this is grueling out here. And, I had 8 minutes to go when I came in and to do a second lap, so I just sweep gold. It's a little bit daunting going up some of those steps on your own. But it's not too bad. I did check a leopard, Lucy. No toothless dog, yeah, the mongoose ate it. But Malusi, I spoke to your dad, he says he's going to sell the couches. And then next year he can get silver. Thanks a lot, everybody, for a lacquer series. Will and Trav, thanks for making this thing happen and sort it out. And you guys from the Lowveld for all of your work during the year, coming to all of these events and keeping it going.
I like it. Thanks, Walt, for that. And then moving over to young Davo Clark, who took the title for silver. Really did a good job. and we trust we'll see you in gold next year.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to move up to gold next year.
I think so.
Is that all you've got?
Yes.
Man of few words. No, wonderful. Let's just move over to your buddy and training partner, Matt. Matt, how did you find the first year and your overall experience for the year? Well done on finishing all 4 different events, so big up.
Yeah, it was a good year overall, and I'm really impressed with what the HESA team did. Well done to Uncle Trav and Uncle Will. And yeah, it was a good year. I think I rode well through all the rounds, and I think I picked it up a bit towards the end. But I was really happy with my riding and really happy with how it went. So yeah.
Awesome, and the skill development that the hard riding does, definitely being exposed at a young age to these steps and the different extreme tech that Europe offers. How do you think that has advanced your riding?
I think it helps a lot riding from very young. I think I've been doing extreme enduro since I was probably 10 years old or so. So having that experience, you know, even though I'm young, it definitely helps a lot. But I'd say the thing that helped the most this year was I put on a bit of size. So when it gets really tech, I can scrum a bit. I'm almost as tall as Uncle Will now. He's getting intimidated.
Ladies, be careful. Okay, cool. And then let's move over to the praying mantis, the long one, James. James, you had a really good year with a few fast laps in between. How was your overall experience?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the series. I was good from Crichton to here, so really no complaints. Well done to Will and Travis for the whole series and everyone involved. Yeah, the tracks have been good, really up to a Europe level now, so yeah, for sure good.
Yeah, that was my next question. Coming from a few European events, I'm sure that we're onto the right track, and how would you gauge us in getting there onto that level?
Yeah, the HESA guys are bringing in a lot of elements from overseas, like the prologue that we had in Hilton with the enduro cross, which is all we do overseas. So yeah, making the tracks harder and harder, like overseas, and really making it more of a trials race than anything. So yeah, it's really improved my level for sure.
And as being one of the top junior riders in SA at the moment, how do you think that gives us the advantage when you have to take on the rest of the world for up-and-coming riders on a junior level?
Yeah, being in the junior class, you have a little bit less pressure, but you still have to perform, and doing all these races helps you get better results overseas and in the junior world championships. So yeah, getting better results means you get better sponsors, so all of that helps.
Thank you very much. Okay, Luke, we can get on to you. I think you've had an up and down year, but your overall experience, you've made it to the end, so what value can you take out of the season?
Yeah, I started off the season quite well. Fifth in Crichton, and then sixth in King of the Hill. And then Hilton, I got disqualified, so I didn't score any points. So coming into the final round, I didn't have any expectations, and just trying to use this as roof training, building up to roof at the end of the year. So yeah, the season has definitely helped me improve my riding skills for the extreme stuff, and it's so intense, so it definitely helps for that intensity building up to roof.
Awesome. Then moving over to Dylan. You've had a fairly consistent year all year and really put on a good performance. What value can you take out of this? Yeah, just the short one. If you just stand up, you're the opposite of James. So
yeah, I'd say I've had quite a consistent year. I've actually probably throughout the whole season trained the hardest for this event, but I guess we all get those days. I've battled to put my race together today. I started off quite well, but I just pumped up, and like Will said, it's so intense. I battled to get a breath. So I think that's go back to the drawing board, work on those intensities, maybe get an enduro cross track going, and bust out big motors on that. But yeah, all in all, good year. Well done to Trav and Will for this is what South Africa needed. We need hard enduro. Yeah.
Awesome. And similar to what Luke said, moving on and going into roof and the last round of the Nationals, how do you think this gives you the edge? And as a rider in general, Does it give you the edge in your A game? And how can you take value?
Yeah, most definitely. With these races leading up to big events as Roof, you got to look at the bigger picture, your training, nutrition, all of that. So I think working off these kind of races definitely help, especially leading. I know national endurance is completely different, but we are with the guys, and you either keep the training going or like I said, make it more intense to make those next races easier.
Awesome. Thanks, Dylan. And then Gabriel, after your sabbatical, thrust into the deep end, participating in a few other series and then the HESA, what feedback can you give us?
Absolutely insane. It's been a great experience. Coming back this year, like you say, been thrown into the deep end, racing against the big boys. It's just a good experience. You take everything to heart and you apply what you learn after every race, and hopefully you're better for it. It's helped me to just train a bit harder, find out a bit more tips and tricks of how to take on this sport that we love, and just to stay focused. Dedication is key, and I absolutely love the HESA series. Slater, Travis, thank you for putting this together. It's been an amazing learning curve for me, especially ups and downs with the series, but it's more me to blame for the mistakes. But just love the racing so far, and it's been good. I'm looking forward to do the series again next year and hopefully put in a better result. Just carry this momentum through to next year.
Just going to run back, and this is to you and to Matt. I was standing at the waterfall at the first event, and the two of you got there, and I'm sure both of you thought there's absolutely no ways that a bike can go up there. Based on the rest of the series and the rest of the season, how has that influenced your riding and challenged you to do more and more crazy obstacles? Like today you were challenged with the steps here, and I'm sure you both confidently hit them. So if I can just get your both input on that, that'll be great.
Do you want to go first? All right. So definitely the first HESA that we had, the waterfall step up, as you know, I didn't make it up, and it's one of those things where you look at it, I'm not sure if anyone's ever done this before, and I don't want to know. So I'm just going to go around now. And that's how we started off with the year, and eventually grew to start learning how to hit things different and just change your style a little bit more and just get a little bit more sandy. I think leading up to today, the first step up, just coasting the bike up. But you make it up, and it's a good feeling knowing that your bike's not coming back down with you. And just boost your confidence a bit more. You get hyped up and you go on with the race, and eventually second lap we hit both step ups and made it up, and it feels good to be able to learn from all the pros and just learn in the sport, and hopefully grow to just become better and better.
Yeah, so I think when you see such intimidating big steps like that and you see how the pros do it, it definitely gives you like a bit of a wake-up call, and you realize that you're actually not as good as you think, and you actually need to work. Like when you go there and you see how these guys ride those things, it motivates you, but it's also quite intimidating that you realize that if you want to be good, you have to get to that level. But I think having seen all of that and then going back to the drawing board, I think it definitely makes you better. And I think Gabriel and I have had a bit of a ding-dong battle the whole year. So it seems like we've been progressing together, which is cool. So I hope that we carry that into next year. But I think there's been a lot of progress from that. And so I think it's been good.
100%. So ultimately, I think that's exactly why this was created. Is to get the younger junior riders that are on gold level, to give them that exposure and to just let them ride with the pros and grow and challenge each other and find different riding buddies that they can progress with. And I can see both of your progress through from the first one till now, being at all the 4 different events. I can definitely see the value in it. So I think big up to Will and Trav and the whole HESA team and everyone that's been involved. And I really think it was a really great, successful season. So big up. And then we'll just give a closing word to Trevor and Will. And big thanks for everything. Well done, guys.
Next, for those new shoes.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, so I think you forgot to mention the most important thing. Yeah, so it's been quite a roller coaster with the gold guys. There's obviously not that many of us. I mean, Wade took the first one, Wade took the second one, and then I mean between me, Trav, and old James, it's been a tussle, you know. My year's been pretty consistently shit. So yeah, Trav obviously won the championship. So yeah, I think he deserves a massive round of applause. It's big effort that goes in, and yeah, the boys been working.
Yeah, I think obviously the gold class being our premium class has been a tough year. The races, especially the first two, have been super wet, and we've really worked for the podiums and our positions this year. So yeah, thanks to the boys for keeping us on our toes, and I think just keeping us motivated, and I think keeping us all training hard through the year. I think it's also important that we're trying to also show the guys how hard we actually train in the week, and it's not just getting on the bike and just getting to the race and voila, we get the results. The hours going in the gym work, the cycling, it's a mental game as well. If it's hard. The boys will know how hard it is to keep that mind strong. Well done to all the riders who participated in any class this year, whether it being the hero class, bronze, silver, gold. I'm super proud of you all, and we had to make the series get bigger and bigger every year, and I'm super chuffed to get the championship as well. It's been also a roller coaster year as well, and well done to everyone sitting beside me, and looking forward to 2025.
And if I can just give over to you and Will again, just to say, if we were to introduce the most improved rider for like a Leatt improved rider, who would you guys nominate?
Not me, I got so.
No, Will's actually come quite a long way in his old age.
I think I would like to take my hats off to James Moore. He's had a phenomenal season this year, especially he's going to the races overseas. And I've just come back from Romaniacs, and I felt like I needed to retire after that. But it's just like I said, it's such a mental game out there, and for him to be going to all the rounds, and he needs to keep going there to improve and get to obviously high in the rankings and stuff. So well done to you. And I think personally, I think you've improved mostly through the year, and you're keeping me and Will and every rider on our toes, and well done, bro.
Yeah, and if he grows anymore, I think the Manny's going to be in shit. So,
Have you half-sided this year, James?
Okay, guys, keep your eyes peeled for the 2025 calendar, and we're going to be bigger and better.